Resting her head on his chest, she was hearing his heartbeat. After doing it, they were laying in bed. Don't you think our babies are getting late from school? Babies? But we don't have one. She asked, being confused. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying they are getting late from school. They must be waiting for us to bring them in this world so they can go to school. Oh, I understand. But what? I have everything. I can provide you and our children a good life. Why you need to work hard every day to earn money to build a house? Because it's my dream. Then I can help you to achieve your dream. I can buy you a house. I don't like watching you working every single day just for very little money. Don't worry about me, they. Just give me some time, please. Fine. What about you lend money from me, buy a house, fulfill your dream, and when you have the amount, return me my money back. He came up with a solution. Taking a deep breath, Vine got up from his chest and looked in his eyes. Don't you trust me? Don't you believe in me? No, that's not it, but I just want to get married to you. I want to start a family with you. Okay, let's get married. Forget about my dream. He sat straight on bed and held her hands. I'm sorry for pressurizing you. You know that I love you so much. I just want you to stay with me all the time. And that's why I'm sorry. He kissed her hand and pulled her in his arms. I will wait until you get your own house. Thank you for understanding me. Don't say thanks, but yeah, remember that whenever you need my help, I'm there for you. Ask me whenever you want me to help you. I surely will. Vine is a middle class girl working in a small company. Taehyung first saw her a year ago in a coffee shop, and from that time they fell for each other hardly. It was love at first sight from both sides. Taehyung approached her and proposed her, but she rejected his proposal because of their class differences. Taehyung didn't lost the hope and finally convinced her to accept her own feelings and start a relationship with Taehyung. Taehyung wanted to get married to her after just 4 months of their relationship, but Ryan was the one who wasn't ready to get married yet. She wanted to build a small but her own house for herself. Taehyung showed respect towards her decision and agreed to wait. Taehyung's mom died when he was just 15. His father married his secretary, Miss Lena. She was a quite good lady. She always treated Taehyung as her own son. And realizing she is not like other wicked and cruel stepmoms, he accepted her as his mother. Everything was good until his mother found that the girl Taehyung is dating belongs to middle class. After thinking for many days, Miss Lena told her trustworthy manager to call Ryan to meet her. He somehow got Ryan's address and reached to her apartment. Ryan was sitting in front of Miss Lena and Miss Lena was staring at her from head to toe. After some time, she cleared her throat. So you are Ryan. I see. I must say you are beautiful and you made good use of beauty and brain. Sorry, I didn't understand. Look, girl, I can understand your situation. I can understand you need money and I can help you with this. Excuse me? Who told you I need money? And sorry to say, but I never asked for your help, mom. What? You just called me mom? You can't manipulate me with these tricks, Ryan. I'm not your mom, and leave this all nonsense. Let's come to the point. Ryan was so confused with her behavior. Let's make a deal. How much you will take to leave him alone? What do you mean? Are you trying to buy me and my love for him? Her eyes stared up. Oh, please, end this drama. I have so many other things to take care of. Say the amount you want. Ryan just looking her in disbelief. 10 million? Is that enough? Or you want more? Holding pen in her hand, she was waiting for Vian's answer. Wiping her tears, Vian stood up in anger. Thank you for wasting your time for me, ma'am. You must be a really busy woman, and I don't want to waste your precious time anymore. Vian took her bag and turned back to leave when Miss Lena called her name. Stop where you are, Vian. She walked in front of her with a cheque in her hand and stood right in front of her. What do you think you are? Do you think I don't know what are your intentions? I know girls like you very well. Completing her sentence, she threw that cheque on her face. Vian's eyes got bigger in shock. Take that and fill the amount you want, and then get lost from my son's life. Vian's hand curled into fist and jaw clenched in anger, but holding her anger, she said, I can give you a very good answer for that. But you know what? Taehyung loves you a lot. He adored you and respects you very much, and just because of him, I'm not saying anything disrespectful. Don't think I'm gonna believe you and you can deceive me using Taehyung's name. Think whatever you want, but I won't leave him, she announced confidently. Okay, fine. Then remember one thing. I will make sure his dad kick him out from this house and office too. No, you won't. He trusts you. He loves you as his own mother. Don't tell me what he thinks about me. Just leave him or he will lose everything he have. Choice is yours. Vian was in a confusing situation. She loved him but can't be selfish. Thinking for a few minutes, she said, Fine, I will leave him. Hearing her answer, Miss Lena smirked. I knew it. I knew you are a gold digger, she was saying, but Vian wasn't there mentally. Miss Lena bent down to pick up the cheque from the floor, but Vian ran out of house. Standing up with blank cheque in her hand, she was looking her disappearing back with creased eyebrows. Why she didn't took the cheque? Anyways, she will be back because she is also a gold digger like other girls. After facing so much humiliation, I wasn't in the state of thinking anything positive. I reached home and started packing my important stuff. After 2 hours, I left the house. I knew Taehyung will definitely call me, so I removed the SIM card and threw it. Leaving Seoul, I moved to other city. Finding a new job was quite hard, but eventually I found a job in a bar as a waitress. Job as a waitress in a bar wasn't a good job, but I had no other option. I couldn't believe how his mother treated me. Spending 2 weeks in new city, I started feeling sick. At first, I thought it's just because of overthinking, but I got worried when I didn't got my periods. I visited hospital, but the news doctor gave me shook my world. I was pregnant. I wasn't ready for a baby. What I should do? Should I go for abortion? I have no other choice. Taehyung's POV. I was in my car dialing Vian's number again and again, but she didn't pick up my call. Getting frustrated and worried, I asked driver to go to Vian's apartment. Reaching there, I got the news that she had left the apartment. It was strange. She never told me she would leave that apartment. My mind was filled with different thoughts and I was praying for her to be safe. I rushed back to my car where driver was waiting for me. As I sat in the car, I told him to go to police station. Hearing me and looking my condition, driver said, Sir, I want to tell you something, but I'm afraid I will lose my job and will get punished. Jet, please, I don't want to discuss anything right now except of Vian. Sir, it's about Miss Vian, he said hesitantly. My eyes squinted on Vian's name. What do you know about her? Do you know where she is? No, sir, I don't know where is she but Miss Lena called her in mansion today. I saw her crying and running out of mansion. What? But why mom called her home? I don't know, sir, but please don't tell her that I have told you this all. She will kick me out and I am a poor man. I can't afford to be jobless. Please, sir, I just told you because you were really worried. Okay, don't worry. take me home. Reaching home, I directly went to mom's room. I asked her about Ryan and she didn't lie to me. She told me everything, but she also was a little confused about Ryan. Ryan didn't took any money from mom and left. That made mom realize she wasn't a gold digger. I tried to look for her everywhere in the city, but I couldn't find her. Without her, my life was a mess. I tried her phone number again and again with the hope that she will answer my call, but no. Mom was also worried and ashamed of her behavior with Ryan, but we were hopeless. Ryan was serving drinks on a table. After serving, she turned back in a hurry when she bumped into someone. A glass was in her hand, in which a little amount of wine was still in it. As she bumped in that person, wine fell on his expensive clothes. Ryan's eyes widened and mouth dropped. She bowed down and apologized again and again, but the man was standing there completely shocked. Ryan was afraid he will shout at her and will complain to her manager or create a huge scene, but no, nothing of that happened. Instead, he lifted her face with his finger and watching him, she freezed on her spot. Tears formed up in her eyes watching Taehyung's watery eyes. Taehyung pulled her in his arms tightly. People around them were staring them. Breaking the hug, Taehyung held Ryan's hand and took her out of bar. Ryan was still in the shock. Finally, I found you. Why you left me, Ryan? Why? He asked with teary eyes. Ryan was just staring his face while her eyes were raining. Taehyung pulled her again in his embrace. Don't cry, please. She was sobbing, but suddenly she remembered his mother's words. She pushed him away and wiped her tears. Without saying anything, she walked away. Taehyung ran behind her, calling her name, but she didn't stop to hear him. She stopped a cab and sitting in the cab, she told her address to driver and closed her eyes. Thinking he wouldn't follow her, she was sobbing, closing her eyes. Reaching her home, she ran in her apartment. After around 10 minutes, doorbell rang. Rubbing her eyes with her hands harshly, she opened the door, but watching the guest, she tried to shut the door immediately, but he didn't let her shut the door. He entered in and then closed the door. What's wrong with you? Why you came again in my life? She burst angrily. I know what had happened in the past. I'm sorry for everything, but you should have trusted me. You ran away without thinking about me. Why you punished me? Wasn't my love enough for you? Why you thought I will choose money or my status over you? I don't want to talk to you about anything. Please, Taehyung, leave me alone. No, I won't. You punished me without my any mistake. Why you never shared with me? Why you never asked me what I want? Tell me, Ryan, what was my fault? Loving you was the sin you punished me for? Tears were streaming down on her face when doorbell rang. Taehyung opened the door when a woman in her 40s was carrying a cute girl, but looking the girl, Taehyung's eyes widened. Oh, hello, I'm Gina. I live in the next door. Oh, Mo, are you our Ara's dad? Before Taehyung could answer, Ryan came and took Ara from her hands. Only thank you for taking care of my Ara. I will talk to you later. Understanding Ryan wants her to leave, she nodded her head and waving goodbye, she left. Ara, go to your room. Mama will be there in a minute. Okay, Mama. Before Ara can leave, Taehyung ran and picked her up in his arms. Ryan, is she? Taehyung, leave my daughter and also leave my house. Ignoring her, Taehyung asked little Ara, what's your age, baby? I'm 3 years old. Wait, no, I'm 3 years and 3 months old, she said in a cute voice. Taehyung's eyes filled with tears. He kissed her whole face. Uncle, why you are crying? Did Mama scold you? Please don't cry. Mama will give you a candy if you will stop crying. Taehyung smiled while crying. He wiped his tears. Okay, baby, I'm not crying. You can go in your room now. She nodded her head and ran in her room. When please come back in my life. Mom is also ashamed on her behavior. I'm not selfish, Taehyung. Wait. He took out his phone and video called his mom. As she answered the call, Taehyung told her he found Vian and Miss Lena became really happy. I want to talk to her, Taehyung. Taehyung handed mobile to Vian. Looking Vian, Miss Lena started crying. I am really sorry, my child. I misunderstand you. I thought you were also like other girls, but I am ashamed of my behavior. Please forgive me and come back in my son's life. Please don't punish my son for my sins. I beg you to come back in my son's life, please. Please, ma'am, you don't need to beg me. Please don't call me ma'am. Call me mom like Taehyung called me. I am really ashamed for every single word I said to you and hurt you with my words and actions. I am sorry. Okay, okay, don't say sorry again and again. You are like my mother to me. It means you forgive me. Thank you, my child. God bless you. I just want you to come and become my Taehyung's bride. Vine nodded her head, eyes filled with water. Taehyung took phone from her. Mom, I have another good news for you. You have a grandchild also. What you mean? When Vian left Seoul, she was pregnant with my child. Really? I want to see my grandchild. Now, please. Vian called Ara. When Miss Lena saw Ara, she again became emotional. Please come home and as soon as possible. Soon Taehyung entered the call. Mama, who is this uncle? Baby, he is your father. My father? You mean my daddy? She asked excitedly. Yes, baby, I'm your daddy, and from now on we will live together. Do you want to live with me? Yes, daddy, my friend also live with their mama and dada. I also want to live with you and mama. That's great. And you, I won't let you run again. You are mine and just mine. He hugged them both. Their faces were decorated with beautiful smile. A beautiful, perfect family.